We're gonna do something different today. I know y'all used to me doing, prison meals and stuff like that. That's my thing, you know what I'm saying? But today I want to do something different. It's give back time. My family look forward to me eating. They eating my food. So today what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all how I get down. Don't think that I can't get down because you see me opening up a cup of noodles and shit like that. We finna get down with this turkey. All right, so what we gonna do right now, I'm gonna introduce you guys to my turkeys. All right, so I'm doing 3 different styles of turkey. The first style I'm gonna do a jerk turkey. And see, I like my turkey small. I don't like them big turkeys. I'd rather get 2 turkeys instead of having a turkey that's 15, 20 pounds. I think with the smaller turkeys, I don't know, it just the meat be a little more tender and it just works out better for me as far as taste and it don't be as dry. What we gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys from step by step how I'm gonna make each turkey and the different procedures that I'm gonna go through to make them. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the jerk turkey. First of all, the most important thing is your meat and where your meat come from and how your meat was produced, how it was raised, how it was produced, how it was packaged. All that means a lot to me. Right here is a die-style turkey. It's it's real thoughtfully raised. It's sustainable on a sustainable ranch, well, farm. It's raised in California, so it's local. It's organic, so you know what that means. No GMO, and it's verified, and it's all good when it comes to this because at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're eating the best piece of meat that your mouth can taste. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with this one, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brine this turkey. And brining this turkey, see, when you brine the turkey, what it does is make the meat moist. It give it the moisture that it needs. So when you know how you used to go over your auntie house back in there, your great grandmama and them house, they used to make turkey be dry. See, they wasn't on the brining back then, they was old school. But see now, we doing it like this. The dirt turkey, I'ma brine it. And the reason why is because I definitely want that meat to be moist. Now I'm gonna inject the turkey, then I'm gonna fry. The reason being is because when you brine a turkey, it's harder for it to get crunchy. It's harder because it's so moist that it don't crust up the way it could if you just inject it. So when you inject it, it's gonna go into the pores and go into the meat and it's gonna moisten the meat, but I'm still gonna be able to have that fried effect on it, which is very important because that's why we want it. We want it to taste like fried chicken. Okay, so we're gonna do that later. So I'm gonna take you through the steps of each turkey and how I'm gonna prepare it. Bam, here we go. Look at this baby. It's a pretty turkey. Look. So, the thing about brining the turkey is the brine has to be cold. You don't want no heat on this turkey. You want it to everything to stay cold because you don't want the heat to start the cooking process. So right now, we're finna prepare the turkey that I'm gonna fry. So we're gonna inject it and we're gonna season it and we're gonna put it in a bag and we're gonna let it chill overnight. So as you can see, I got the brine in here. I put a few ice cubes in there to keep it cold, to keep it chill, So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna get the brine. Okay, boop. I'm gonna start right here in the leg. I'm gonna get in there. And see, when you gotta understand, when you put the brine in there, it's a lot of salt when you put the brine in here. So what it does is when you let it sit, the salt blows up the turkey because it get into the pores and it blows it up. So that's kind of like, you know, when you have high blood pressure and you have a lot of salt intake, your body, you know, a lot of water weight and salt, you know, that's what salt, so that's why they give you a water pill to get all the salt, the water, same concept. Just with a turkey. All right, so we got that squared away. The reason why I know how to use a needle so well is because when I was younger, my grandmother was diabetic and she used to, you know, let me give her insulin shots. So I know how to hit it. You know, a lot of people, they just come like this and be trying to poke it. No, you just get up under that layer of skin and you blow that thing up. Now I got this baby all fattened up. I got a lot of injections going in there. As you can see, the pores are starting to open. You can see the pores. That's what the salt does. I typically don't go over 10 pounds for my turkeys. I stay between 8 and 10 pounds because it's just easier to maneuver. And like I said, this is gonna be a moist turkey. All right, so now we finna get to the seasoning part. Now I'm about to go and I'm about to jerk this turkey. Now this turkey right here is gonna be a little spicy. I do have 2 different jerks. I'm gonna put all of them out and maybe half the spicy one just so it'll balance out. So here we go. Now I'm about to cook this turkey. I'm about to season it like I'm frying a piece of chicken. Cause this is the turkey that I'm frying. So I'm about to fry this turkey like I'm frying chicken. So use all the seasoning that you use to fry your chicken. Period. So the first thing I know black people do is put some motherfucking lorries on there. So we're gonna put some lorries on here. We're gonna get it all in here because we frying this baby. We're gonna get it all in here. Don't be scared. This is a big piece of meat, so it might look like a lot of seasoning, but it's not. So you put that in there. Remember, we act like you're frying a whole chicken. Okay, so we got that. And one thing about me, I love to massage it. So what I do is I put a little olive oil on it. And usually I put it on first, but typically I put olive oil on it first. So I'm gonna put some olive oil on it, just a little. And that's gonna help with the rub and opening up them pores and, you know, clogging them with this seasoning. This is called all-purpose seasoning. It got a Caribbean feel. So I think I'm gonna say this one for the jerk. I'm gonna go Creole. How about this? Who don't know about Tony? You don't know about Tony? Then I don't know who you know about. Okay, so we're gonna put a little Tony. Now, mind you, I put some Lorries, but we're gonna top it off with some of this Tony's. Gotta put a little Tony's on there. All right, so we put the Creole sauce. Now we're gonna put some onion salt. Put that onion salt in it. Don't be nervous. Don't be scared. I never told you that black people cook healthy Thanksgiving, but what I've done is I try to make sure everything is clean. No GMOs, the organic and all that. You know what I mean? Just to make up for all the other stuff that I normally be doing to balance it out. So we got the onion. We're gonna put some garlic salt on there. I know you keep hearing the word salt. Trust me, it's a huge piece of meat. So we're gonna put that on there. We're gonna put some organic black pepper on there. Okay. Isn't that what you put on your fried chicken? You gotta put that pepper on there. And like I said, everybody do theirs different. This is how I'm gonna do mine. Okay, we got that. Garlic powder. We gotta have that. With all this salt, we gotta have something to help us with our blood pressure. All right, okay. I think that's good. I think we don't need no more seasoning. I think this is pretty much all we need. Now, let's just get it all in there. Massage it, get all up in there. Ooh. That sound. Y'all know what that shit sound like. Ooh-wee. Yeah, that mean? Come on, man. Don't be acting like that. Stop looking at my turkey. I know she cute. She purty. You gotta get all up in there. You gotta get up in there. There she go. Bam. That's that. We ain't gonna put too much extras on it. We already injected it, and now we seasoned it. So now, my next step is, I have an apple, a half an apple, and I have a half an onion. So what I usually do is, I go in, and I stick the apple up in there. But what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna cut this in half. We're gonna stick that. We got some onion, we're gonna stick up in there. Then we're gonna stick this apple back in there, right there. And then we're gonna do it just like that, right? And that's how I'm gonna fry it. I'm gonna fry this with the apple and the onion in it. And what it's gonna do is gonna fry into the meat. So that onion and that apple is just gonna get all up in there when it's frying. And when you sit it on the fryer, on there like that, boom, it's gonna go in. Last but not least, now, they say I kind of resemble Jamaican and all that, but I'm not Jamaican. What I'm about to do right now is this jerk. You understand what I'm saying? And the main thing about jerk is you have to let that jerk marinate. You gotta let it marinate, and you gotta let it get all up in there. But before we do that, I'm gonna brine the turkey probably for like 12 hours, and then I'm gonna pull it out, and then I'm gonna go back in and then put the jerk on, marinate on it. And then I'm gonna put it back in the bag and let that sit for another. So in the morning when I get up, I'm probably gonna get up around 5:36 in the morning. It should be marinated, it should be ready to go. And I'm gonna let it cook for maybe like, on 250, 275, somewhere around there. And I'm gonna let it do what it do for maybe like 6-7 hours. You know what I'm saying? Now, all these is all the things that come with a turkey. The necks, the livers, and all that. And all this stuff you can use. But we're gonna finish, I'm gonna show you what it looked like to brine a turkey. And like I said, brining the turkey is soaking it in water. It's salt, it has all the products. It has fruit blends, rosemary, and a couple other little things and a lot of salt, but it seems like a lot, but like I said, this is a big piece of meat, so you gotta make sure that the meat is tender and it has flavor. So that's what we finna do. We're gonna open this up. And like I said, you have to boil this, then you pour it in. You boil it, the water, then you pour this in. And then once you pour it in, you let the salt dissolve, and then you let it chill. And you get it back cold, and then you also add another gallon of water. After you then put the brine in the bag with it, you add another gallon of water. So that's what we're about to do. So we're gonna take the turkey. We're gonna put it in the bag, here, in there, right? And we're gonna take the brine that's already mixed up, and you're gonna pour it in there. And the most important part, you want all this stuff in there, the vegetables. And then you go twist it. See, turkey bags are really strong. That's why people use them when they never mind. You tie that in a knot. This is what you got. You're brining your turkey. All right, so I'm situating my turkeys, my fryers, and my jerk. I have an ice chest. We probably can get a half or more bag. This was handed down to me. It was passed down from my grandmother. So this is something that I feel like I gotta put my foot and ass in this shit, okay? So what we finna do is, I'm about to make a broth for the dressing.